What do we call identity federation, federated access? This is the goal of this second video. Back to our situation. You remember I have two main goals. First, I don't want to type a complicated login like darkside.onmicrosoft.com, and second, I don't want to type a new password. For the first point, it's the job of the admin to declare a new domain on the tenant. You can create as many domains as you want. There is a limit of 600 or something like that, but that's very hard to reach for a lot of clients. You don't have 600 domains in your company. Two conditions to create a domain. First, this domain is not already declared on another tenant. This is a very important condition to remember. And second, you own this domain. You own the domain. Don't know if that's very clear. How to check that you are the owner of the domain? That's not very difficult technically. It's just a little trick with a txt record on your public DNS. But we will look further on DNS considerations in a future video. So for today I will not explain it, and let's pretend that Darth Vader was able to declare the domain darkside.com. So I solved the first point. I have a domain darkside.com and I can create users with a login at darkside.com, which is very similar, if not exactly the same as the address email of the user. But the domain is still online. I still have to connect with another password. I type storm1@darkside.com and remember a new password. I did not resolve the password problem. To solve the password problem, I have an internal protocol to request security tokens from my AD, which is Kerberos. In fact, there are two protocols, Kerberos or NTLM, but in the vast majority of cases, it's Kerberos. On Office 365 too, they have Kerberos. When I type my online login and online password, I retrieve a blue token, which is a Kerberos token. The problem is Kerberos is not very portable. I have difficulties to make my Kerberos tokens understandable for Office 365. But the good news is there is a standard protocol on the internet to create portable tokens, and it is SAML for Security Assertion Markup Language. Understand, language to create security markups or security tokens. Note that among friends you can call it SAML and not SAML, just for you to avoid sounding like someone who's going to invade Poland soon. Call it SAML. Okay, Office 365 speaks SAML. How does it work? I don't know, and I don't care. It's a cloud offer, I don't have to look into it. But on-premise, my AD is not speaking SAML. There is a very few chances it's speaking SAML. So that's the role of a new infrastructure, and that's the role of the ADFS, the Active Directory Federation Service. Again, ADFS is not the only technology in the world of SAML Federation. I'm just presenting the associated Microsoft technology. If you are using another product that makes federation management, it can completely work too. So my goal is to create little orange SAML token and to make those tokens understandable by Windows Azure Active Directory. So how do I do that? Do you believe in magic? No, I have a few certificates to install on my ADFS, which are the SSL certificate. This is the main signature of my company. I bought it on the internet, and it's recognized by all internet as the only possible certificate for the domain darkside.com. Two other certificates, the token signing certificate, which I use to sign and validate tokens, and the token encryption certificate, which I use to encrypt and decrypt tokens. Those two last certificates are generated and installed automatically when I install the ADFS, whereas I have to import the SSL certificate manually after installation. So those three certificates are now installed on the ADFS. My admin will now log on to the ADFS, and with a few PowerShell commands he will transform the online domain darkside.com into a federated domain. This has two main effects. First one, certificate public keys are transmitted to the cloud so that they can be used by Azure AD to analyze my SAML tokens. The domain darkside.com is converted to federated, which means he will redirect users to the associated SAML token provider. For that, the admin saved the address of the SAML token provider, which is the ADFS. Note, this is the first and last time the ADFS and Office 365 were talking to each other. As we are going to see, all further communications will be handled by the user session, and they don't have to communicate to each other. Now I am in a situation where I can create SAML tokens here and make them readable here. I am in a position where I can imagine a cinematic where my internal user is recognized as authorized because he retrieved an internal Kerberos token. Stay focused. First, I try to log in with the address login.microsoftonline.com. O365 automatically understands that the domain is federated and redirect the user to the previously saved address, which is the ADFS address. The user requests a SAML token to the ADFS. As any application in my internal network, the ADFS can check user credentials with the Active Directory domain service. My user has a green token, so there is no reason why the ADFS will not provide him with an orange SAML token. The user goes back to Office 365 with his new SAML token. The SAML token is checked by the platform because he has all the public keys to check the certificates. Everything is in order, so Azure AD will provide a blue Kerberos token to the user for him to access his services. I created a system where my user is authorized because of his internal credentials and does not have to type any new password. Thank you everyone. And in the next video we are going to talk about remote access. See you soon.